Hey, Evan, first and foremost, congratulations. Welcome to the organization. Happy to have you. I'm Jameson Alla from FloridaPanthers.com. Just looking at this deal, obviously, you got great term, 4 years. It's South Florida. This is a winning team. I'm sure it checked a lot of boxes for you, but, for yourself, what really stood out and kind of made this a destination for you?
Yeah, I think it's a place that, my family and I both were excited to live in. And then you always like to join a contender and a team that's, pushing to win a Stanley Cup. Obviously got really close last year and, just trying to come in and help the team kind of get over that hump and hopefully try to win a Stanley Cup with them. Like you said, it checked, almost every box. So we're really excited.
And just to follow up, this team's really deep down the middle. You have, Barkov, Bennett, Lundell, really strong down the middle. For yourself as a winger, just what excites you knowing no matter where you're playing in this lineup, you're probably in a pretty good situation with the depth they have?
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. No matter what center you're playing with, you're in a good spot. I think all four lines are compete and work hard, and I think that's why they're successful. They wear teams down. They play a fast and high offense game, and it's something I'm definitely excited to be a part of.
Thank you.
We'll go next to David DeWork of the Hockey News.
Sorry about that. Hey, Evan, how are you? Welcome to the Panthers. Good to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
First, just kind of to follow up on what Jameson was asking. I mean, just looking over your history, like you've been on some teams that have some like good winning culture, whether it was the Pens or recently with the Avs. When you see Florida, like, did you see something similar, like a team where, because obviously you got term here, like that you could see like winning for a while?
Yeah, definitely. It's built properly, and it's you got a full from top to bottom a really good lineup, and I think it's a team that when I was playing Colorado and Pittsburgh that you don't like playing against, and like I said before, they're gritty, they wear you down, and they come at you in waves, and it's something I'm excited to be a part of.
And just in terms of free agency, like we saw a lot of guys were getting 1-year deals. You ended up getting a pretty term deal with the Panthers. Did you feel like there was, I guess, in the process of the negotiations, was there a lot of, if you felt wanted, like they really wanted to have you? Obviously, it would seem that way based on giving you so many years.
Yeah, definitely. Bill Zito we had good conversations together, and it was a place that I thought fit perfectly for me, and there was other teams interested, but I just thought that Florida checked a lot of the boxes, and it was a place that we were really excited, and my family really wanted to go to, and we're really excited, and I can't wait to get down there and get started, because it's a great team, great city, and it's a team that's going to contend for a Stanley Cup, and that's kind of the most important thing.
And just the last thing, just in terms of familiarity and the excitement that you talk about, how familiar are you with South Florida? Do you know many of the guys on the team, that kind of stuff?
I played with Reinhardt and Montour in Buffalo, and in terms of knowing the city, I've gone down there for vacations and when we play down there, and it's just an awesome spot, and really looking forward to it.
Thanks, Evan, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll take our next questions from Colby Guy of Florida Hockey Now.
Hey, nice to meet you online, Evan. But just want to ask you, you played with a lot of top tier centers like Sidney Crosby and Nathan MacKinnon recently. I mean, what about Sasha Barkov excites you to play about him, and where does he kind of stack up with those guys?
Yeah, I think he's probably the best all-around player in the game right now in terms of playing a 200-foot. Can do it on the offensive side, but also can win you an important face-off and can shut important top players down, and he's got all the tools that you want in a captain, and he just seems to make all the right plays, and then he'll just wow you with something that comes out of nowhere. So he's definitely something I'm excited to play with.
And then this Florida system really favors like wingers who are fast, wingers that like the forecheck pretty heavy. I mean, how do you think that system kind of fits with your game?
I think that's kind of exactly who I am. I'm a guy who likes to play fast, kind of be first on the forecheck. And I think a big part of my game is just my compete level. It's something I've done since I got to the NHL. It's something that when, if things aren't going well, it's something I always rely on. As long as I put the work in and compete, that the rest will kind of take care of itself. And I think that's kind of the MO of this group. And, I think I fit in perfectly.
George Richards, Florida Hockey Now.
Hey man, I just wanted to ask you, you've been on a lot of 1-year deals, and to get a 4-year deal, what's that feel like right now for you to, get that kind of term and have a place you can buy a place now, I guess, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's nice confidence wise, and it's also a really good feeling when someone believes in you and wants to give you that term and values you as a hockey player. And I think that was really important and helped me make my decision in coming to Florida. And it's definitely a good feeling.
Yeah. And have you talked to Monty or Reinhardt or anything just about the culture and all that kind of stuff down here?
We haven't got into that yet, but it's been a whirlwind of a couple of days, and I'm sure over the next week, I'll get into that with them and just kind of pick their brains and start to get comfortable with the team and moving down there.
And you've been through this before, these free agency things. I mean, what was this year like? Like we talked about, a lot of 1-year deals being offered with the cap and everything. Everybody expecting next year's to go up. What was this year like in dealing with different teams?
Yeah, I think you kind of see it with a lot of the deals that are out there. There's not a lot of term going around, but there were other places that I was looking at, but I just thought the conversations I had with Bill and were just kind of what I wanted, and my family was excited about it. It's a great place to live. My boys are going to love it. So it just checked a lot of boxes, and just, sounding repetitive, but just really excited.
All right, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We'll take a couple more. Alex Baumgartner, 5 Reasons Sports, followed by Jameson Olive.
Hey, Evan, congratulations. Welcome to South Florida. I was just interested how much you know about Paul Maurice. Have you heard anything from guys that might have played with him around the league? And what do you like about what he's brought to the Panthers last season or just in the NHL in general?
I've heard from a couple former teammates, what a, guy he is. Just a player's coach, tells it to you straight. And, as long as you put the work in, he'll respect you and play you. And I think that's what you want. You want honesty. You want, it's not always going to be, easy, and it's not always going to be, rainbows and butterflies. But if, a coach is honest with you, tells you the truth, and, you kind of build from there, then that's what you want as a player. And, that's what I've heard about him, and looking forward to start working with him.
I'm sorry, there's 2 more quick ones. Obviously, you look at the last 2 seasons for you, a lot of success on the power play, something every team always wants more of. Just personally, how do you find yourself to be so effective on the man advantage? What's really worked for you here lately, these last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is I really started focusing on my one-timers, and I've gotten comfortable kind of playing the half wall on that side. And, I've always loved playing the half walls on the power play since I was in college and, growing up and all that. But I think I really started to become more effective and more dynamic on it when, I worked on my one-timer, and I think it's a big, a big part of my game. And it's something I hope to provide, and whatever I can do if power play penalty kill to help this team win, and that's just what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm looking at.
And just last one, you mentioned your family a couple times. We're not just signing you, we're signing the whole Rodrigues clan here. Just who's coming with you to South Florida, and how excited are they as well?
Yeah, my wife Christina, and then I got 2 boys, Grayson and Noah, who are 4 and 3, and I think they're gonna love being outdoors all the time. And it's a new adventure for us, a new city we get to explore, new restaurants, and we've moved, quite a bit in the last few years playing on different teams, but really excited to get down there, find a place, and just kind of start living in the heat.